In February 2023, 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. According to family statements, Sebastian was last seen inside his residence before vanishing overnight. When his absence was discovered, immediate panic followed. Law enforcement launched a missing person investigation, while family members pleaded for public help. Search efforts began quickly, focusing on nearby neighborhoods and wooded areas. Sebastian's disappearance raised urgent concerns due to his age and developmental challenges. The case drew regional attention as days passed without sightings. Flyers spread across Tennessee as hope slowly faded. Authorities organized extensive ground searches involving police, volunteers, and canine units. Nearby forests, fields, and waterways were carefully examined. Surveillance footage from surrounding areas was reviewed, but no definitive leads surfaced. Investigators questioned family members to establish a clear timeline. Public tips poured in, yet none produced concrete results. Concerns grew over how a teenager could vanish so quietly. Law enforcement stated there was no evidence of forced abduction. Still, the lack of physical clues deepened unease. Each day without progress increased public frustration. As official updates slowed, online speculation intensified. Some questioned whether Sebastian had wandered away on his own. Others feared possible exploitation or harm. Social media discussions fueled rumors, placing pressure on investigators. Authorities urged restraint, asking the public to rely on verified information. Despite intense scrutiny, no suspects were publicly identified. The absence of evidence made every theory uncertain. Media coverage highlighted the emotional toll on the family. The unanswered questions kept the case in the public eye. Confusion replaced early urgency. Hope began to clash with fear. As of today, Sebastian Rogers remains missing. Law enforcement maintains that the investigation is active. His family continues to appeal for information. Vigils and awareness campaigns keep his name visible. For the community, the disappearance remains deeply unsettling. The case reflects how quickly a child can vanish without explanation. Until answers emerge, uncertainty remains. Sebastian's disappearance stands as a painful reminder of unresolved loss. The search for truth continues. In January 2023, 45-year-old Nicola Bulley disappeared during her regular morning walk near the River Wyre in Lancashire, England. She had dropped her children at school and headed out with her dog, following a familiar routine. Her phone was later found on a bench by the river, still connected to a work call. When she failed to return, concern escalated rapidly. Police were alerted the same morning. The quiet riverside setting turned into a major search zone. Her disappearance shocked the local community. A normal day had suddenly turned alarming. Authorities launched an extensive search involving divers, drones, and underwater teams. The river and surrounding areas were thoroughly examined. Nicola's belongings were found intact, raising troubling questions. Police suggested she may have fallen into the water, but no immediate evidence supported the claim. Public criticism grew over how information was released. Media attention intensified as inconsistencies were debated. The search expanded beyond the riverbanks. Despite massive efforts, no trace of Nicola was found for weeks. The lack of answers caused widespread concern. The investigation faced intense scrutiny. Nicola's case became a national media focus in the UK. Public debates erupted over privacy, policing, and speculation. Online discussions questioned official conclusions. Her family asked for dignity and restraint amid the attention. Detectives defended their approach while acknowledging challenges. The case highlighted how quickly speculation can overshadow facts. Conflicting narratives fueled confusion. Each update raised more questions than clarity. The disappearance deeply divided public opinion. The uncertainty lingered heavily. Weeks later, a body was recovered from the river and formally identified as Nicola Bulley. Authorities ruled her death accidental. Her family expressed deep grief and requested privacy. The case sparked nationwide discussions about media ethics. For many, unanswered questions still remain. Nicola is remembered as a devoted mother and friend. her disappearance exposed vulnerabilities in public spaces. The tragedy left a lasting impact across the UK. Her story continues to be discussed long after the search ended. Jay Slater, Disappearance, 2024, Spain. In June 2024, 19-year-old Jay Slater disappeared while vacationing in Tenerife, Spain. Jay had traveled from the United Kingdom with friends, looking forward to music events and a carefree holiday atmosphere. During the trip, he attended late-night gatherings and parties, remaining in contact with friends and family. In the early hours of one morning, Jay left a party and reportedly became separated from his group. Shortly afterward, he made a concerning phone call stating that he was lost and struggling to find his way back. He described being in a remote area with little familiarity. After that call, all contact suddenly stopped. When Jay failed to return or respond to messages, alarm spread quickly among his friends. Spanish authorities launched a large-scale search operation shortly after Jay was reported missing. Rescue teams were deployed across rugged mountainous regions and isolated rural paths. The terrain was described as steep, rocky, and extremely dangerous, especially for someone unfamiliar with the area. Drones, helicopters, and ground search teams worked together, scanning cliffs, ravines, and narrow trails. Authorities warned that the landscape posed serious risks even for trained professionals. During the search, personal items believed to belong to Jay were located, intensifying fears for his safety. Despite repeated efforts, no confirmed sightings were found. As official updates slowed, public concern continued to grow. Online speculation quickly filled the silence, with theories ranging from disorientation to possible foul play. Social media amplified unverified claims, often complicating the investigation rather than helping it. Authorities urged the public to avoid spreading rumors and to rely only on confirmed information. Jay's family traveled to Spain, speaking publicly and appealing directly for help. Media coverage expanded across the UK and Europe, placing the case under intense scrutiny. Questions arose about the circumstances surrounding his final movements. Jay Slater's disappearance remains under active investigation, with authorities continuing to assess all available evidence. His family continues to wait for clarity, holding on to hope while facing painful uncertainty. The case has raised broader concerns about safety in unfamiliar environments, especially for young travelers. Vigils and online campaigns keep Jay's name visible as the search for answers continues. For many, the unanswered questions surrounding his final hours remain deeply unsettling. The lack of resolution has left both his loved ones and the public searching for meaning. Until definitive answers emerge, Jay Slater's disappearance remains unresolved.